This video is all about what Lonnie Walker, Derrick White, and Keldon Johnson did against the Brooklyn Nets with the limited time that they did see on the floor. This is a lineup combination that I really like. I think it's going to be one of the combinations we see for a very long time with the San Antonio Spurs. I'm not saying it's the best lineup. I'm not saying should be the starting lineup. I'm just saying it's a very good one. And it leads to a lot of positives and very few negatives for the Spurs. And that's something that we did not get a lot of this season. Just catch you up to speed with what's going on in this game. At this point, there's about 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Coach Pop clearly had enough of what he had seen up to this point. Currently, it's 12-29. We're giving up 29 points in about 9 minutes. It's going to lead to a 40-point quarter. I mean, this lineup does a very good job of turning what was a very slow start to this game, making it tough for New Jersey. I felt like up to this point, New Jersey had done whatever they wanted. There wasn't a lot of contact. There wasn't a lot of extra effort, any, tenacity on our end. Inserts this lineup, Coach Pop does, out of a timeout. And they start with a good defensive possession. They start with a stop here. Patty Mills gets the rebound, is able to push the break. I'm going to go ahead and kind of advance through this play. If you're looking at this lineup, you're thinking Lonnie Walker should probably be the main scorer. Keldon Johnson should be the one that's least involved. Drew Eubanks should be a guy that just does his job on the rebounds, putbacks, missed shots. Derrick White needs to facilitate. Lonnie needs to score, and Patty needs to do what Patty does with Australia. Lonnie does a good job of just attacking the defense, picks up a foul. That's a positive. We'll take it, man. We're trying to get into the bonus, maybe get some free throws, right? This play right here, which is going to end up getting Patty Mills the ball for a pick and roll with Drew Eubanks. Patty Mills is going to come off this thing hard and pick up another foul really quick. So again, two positives. First thing they do is push and test Brooklyn. They're like, hey, wake up. Y'all better start guarding right now. At this point, the Spurs hadn't really tested them. San Antonio's waking them up. It's going to lead to a missed three-point shot from Lonnie Walker. I'm not really worried about the bucket. I just want to show you what type of offense is coming out of this lineup. You're going to see a lot of pick and roll with this lineup and a lot of Derrick White just surveying the floor. He sees that the defense collapses here. He sees the wide open shooter. Lonnie just needs to do a better job of hitting this shot. Still, very good shot for what this lineup wants. Lonnie Walker to take as many open shots as possible. Transition defense is probably one of the most important things when it comes to basketball in general, especially with San Antonio. Derrick White does a good job of communicating with Patty Mills right here, saying, I got ball. Doesn't let him get to the paint, stopping ball, making it get kicked out right here. So then Lonnie's job is to close out on the ball and does a really athletic hip turn right here. This is an underrated move right here on the defensive end to not get beat. Most people would take this position right here. This offensive player would just take his high leg and just attack the rim. Lonnie does a good job of switching that. You see this? That's a really athletic turn, hip turn. He stays low, stays in front the whole way, picks up the ball. Lonnie's swiping down at it. So after Lonnie makes him pick up the ball, Derrick White does a good job of keeping his hands up, trying to be a distraction, make the shot a little bit tougher, and does. And we end up getting this rebound. Patty Mills is going to go ahead and do his thing here again and pick up a foul. And that's 3 fouls already on the first 2 possessions. That's doing some work on the offensive end. That's smart. That's strategic. Very heady, very veteran-like of Patty Mills to say, like, you know what? We need some stops. A couple easy baskets. Let's get to the free throw line. The Spurs come out in a zone. Check this out. We're in a something like a 2-1-2 full court zone defense right here. Doesn't really do much but slow down Brooklyn, and this is where Keldon Johnson kind of shows a little bit of his rookiness. Again, he shows it through effort though, so you can always live with Keldon Johnson's mistakes. In college, Keldon Johnson can take this bump here, take another bump there, and give him a bump back without it being a foul. So when you see Keldon Johnson kind of all pissed off here, he's pissed off like, man, come on, that's weak. He's not mad at anyone else but the NBA right now. He's like, this is a little bit too soft for me. Again, we can live with that foul, even though it's kind of a foul that we don't need. We're in the bonus. They're going to the free throw line now, so a little bit of a rookie mistake, but that's okay. So Derrick White at the point guard, check it out. He's getting guarded full court. Before he even touches the ball, he's already feeling pressure from the defender. A good point guard can just handle this, which Derrick is, and he does. Goes ahead and takes 1 or 2 hard dribbles one way, pumps the brake on his guy, says, all right, give me a little bit of space. Once he has his space, Drew Eubanks comes up like, I got you, bro, and sets a very clean, very tough high ball screen here. point guard friendly high ball screen here. If you're a point guard, you love it when your guy sets a ball screen up here. So he takes it, goes downhill with it, surveys the floor. DeAndre does a good job of just keeping him at bay. But when he gives it up here, Drew Eubanks is a smart guy, is already looking for open players. Derrick White's going to do a good job of screening away for Lonnie Walker. But what this does actually is just open up a clear path to the basket for Keldon Johnson, which he's going to take right here. It opens up a wide open driving lane for Keldon. Takes it, doesn't get the foul, doesn't get the basket, but he gets something even better. Coach Pop picks up a T, going to bat for you. It's Coach Pop. And to me, that's better than picking up the foul. I'd rather have my coach get a technical backing me up than picking up a foul from the ref. Classic Pop.